I, 24, feel embarrassed to cook for my boyfriend, 22. My dad used to work as a chef in a 5-star restaurant, and his mother is the manager at a pretty popular pastry shop where she used to make cakes back in the day. They taught him how to cook from an early age, and quite frankly, his cooking is amazing. He's on par with professional chefs. We are dating for 3 years now, and most of the time, he's the one who cooks cause his office ends at 3, while mine does at 6. But on some days, I also want to cook for him. It's the easiest I've had to show appreciation for someone, but I feel really embarrassed thinking that I am not up to his standards. He himself has never complained about my cooking or always compliments me, but I feel like he's doing that to not make me feel bad. I know how sometimes kids are given a chance to play with their favourite footballer and the professional purposefully loses to keep them happy. That is how I feel when I cook for him. Is there something I can do about this? Practice isn't possible cause I have a full-time job. Too long, don't read. Boyfriend cooks so good that I am discouraged to do the same for him. My mother was a professional chef. She trained as a chef. She taught chefs. She ran a chef school. She advised chefs on setting up restaurants. She wrote a book on management for chefs, and she reviewed restaurants for the Guide Mission. She spent about 60 years in front of a stove. Hear her wisdom. Any meal that I don't have to cook for myself is a good meal. For too long, don't worry. It's not a competition. You and your boyfriend never cook together, making each other's favourite dishes and turning it into a bit more of an intimate and fun experience. While your boyfriend may have had very highly skilled influences food-wise when growing up, he may still recognise that you're cooking for him as a sign of love and affection. That is how a lot of people use cooking for their loved ones, a sign of their love. He might recognise the effort you put into it and be happy even at just that. And that doesn't include the possibility that he does just like your food. Cooking has always been a huge part of my life, and it's one of the things I've always been complimented on. However, that doesn't mean I don't absolutely love it when my boyfriend makes something for me, even if it was just throwing random stuff in the slow cook. Food doesn't always have to be top. For 4 years, I ran and taught at a cookery school. Think, bake often, every day. I love planning meals and cooking for people. I can hold my own with the professionals that I worked with, who worked with some of the most famous chefs and television cooks of the past 2 decades. Yesterday, my husband made lunch: sausages, fried tomatoes, and a fried egg. It was fabulous because 1, I didn't have to cook it. 2, I didn't have to cook it. And 3, it was sausages and eggs, which I didn't have to cook. Hubby is a great cook so long as it involved only meat and a bottle. Any time he decides to make me anything, I appreciate it because it's made with love and care and tastes all the better for it. I have always had a soft spot for preserving and introduced hubby to it. He had never made jam, chutney or picked anything until he met me. Now he nags me as to when we're going to make jam from the fruit in the garden and what chutneys we can make this year. It's become our thing. Talk with your boyfriend and perhaps take some time to cook together and find your thing together.